say more that Maz discovered me or found me when I didn't realise I was looking. I first met Maz at an event in Birmingham, and I was actually drawn to his stand, and I kept passing back and forth because I had no idea what was going on, but I was seriously intrigued. Been working on the people and just seeing them move, and yeah, I really wanted to have an idea of what was going on and if I could be involved somehow. I was in a very dark place at the time. I was going through a very difficult marriage. I had lots of health issues. My daughter was very ill, and I was fighting a lot of things that were inside that had been in me since I was a very young woman, young girl even. Yeah, Maz started working on me. So first of all, it was actually at the stand, and I remember him coming up towards me, and I was like, because that was me, always like, what's going on here? What do you want? I was always frightened, no trust. I had no trust in men whatsoever. And he just came towards me, put his hand on my back, and he described exactly the pain I had. And I was thinking, did I say anything to somebody before? How has he found this out? Because I couldn't believe that someone within minutes knew exactly where my pain was. As I said, I found that very hard to trust, and I thought, where has he got this information from? But within minutes, I softened. I could feel almost warmth. I felt safe, which was really unusual for me, and almost scary, which it shouldn't be scary, but it was, because that was out of my comfort zone. I didn't know that emotion, to feel safe. And it was interesting. For a couple of weeks after that, I felt like on natural high. I thought like I was on a drug. It didn't last. But then I saw Maz again in London, and I was in a hotel, and it was in a hotel foyer, and we were just sitting on some chairs, and he was doing some work on me, and I remember his hand on my lower back, and as it was moving up my back, where it felt like there was this deep-rooted pain that came from somewhere, and as it moved up, I felt it, and I let out this scream that I can't even describe the sound. And my daughter actually said to me, she said it was like some wild animal, like I was possessed. And I really felt that, and I'd never felt like that before all my life. And after that, I realised I've been watched by something, whatever it was, since I was about 7 or 8 years old. And every day, everything I did, whether it was getting undressed, I was judged and watched. And I didn't know what it was, and I didn't speak to anybody about it, because people would just think I'm crazy. And for the first time in my life, I just completely felt supported, I felt secure, and I just felt loved and unconditional. And that had never happened. Maybe by my mother, my children, but not like that by somebody. And I got up, and I felt like I was bouncing around the room. My daughter was like, what's going on? I even remember going past all these mirrors as I was on the way to the bathroom, and I kept looking at myself and just grinning like some crazy person, or just felt like a child. And I also felt like my voice had changed, if that makes sense. In my head, anyway, it sounded different. So that was my next session. And I did some healing sessions, healing sessions, over and over and over again. So yeah, it's been an incredible long journey, but it was that moment in that hotel foyer, that was it. There was no going back.